We're here today with Craft and Eric Serin, official shoe guy expert in Craft. That's a real title. We're going to talk about some exciting stuff coming out in 2022, and yeah, let's get to it.
Cool. Well, we can walk you through the SS22 variation of the CTM Ultra Carbon 2. This is our carbon-plated super shoe, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
It features the UD foam, which is a blended foam, super high rebound, super lightweight, and durability is its superpower.
Sure.
So that foam, we've had it on a time machine for over 500 miles, and it's still kicking out the same sort of responsiveness.
All right.
And we think that that's best in class.
Cool.
The carbon plate inside of this shoe is called an Ultra Carbon plate. It's got a split at the toe. I can actually grab a variation and show you that.
Okay.
The split at the toe makes it really comfortable out of the box, very comfortable at different paces. So if you're running 6, 8, 10, 12, it's going to respond at all those paces. And it also really works very well in varying angles and surfaces.
Well, I know one of the things that people liked about the shoe a lot was that it's almost like a trail road shoe mix. And then we've seen a lot of people take it out for those purposes as well. And maybe you can go into what's a little bit different about this model than the first version that people saw last year.
For sure. So the couple of things that we trade off for all that durability is weight. So we wanted to try and get some more weight out of the shoe. That was the first thing that we did. So you're going to find a much more lightweight, breathable sock-like upper. So we took out everything that we could to get that weight going. It's also going to be a lot more comfortable at the heel. We did have some feedback, I think even from some of your runners, that there was a little irritation at the top of the heel. So we removed a lot of that TPU, and you're just going to feel a lot more softness there.
Okay, good.
And then it's the second variation of the foam. We've retuned it a little bit. We're keeping that durability, but I think you're going to find it's a little bit snappier.
Okay.
So that compound is just continually evolving for us.
Cool. All right. And when does this actually come out then again?
So these two versions right here are SS22,
Okay.
all over bold, full color camo graphic.
I love the graphic, by the way. It's pretty nice.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good design.
The first variation was based on a World War I dazzle camo, which they used to use to disguise ships from radar.
I did not know that.
And we launched that as what we thought would be a spoof to put it on our athletes and have people notice it, but people responded so well that it became a mainstay in the range.
That's very cool.
And so this is the evolution, bringing color to that all over, and then just midsole. And then moving into autumn-winter 22, we've taken the graphic just to the upper to have some of the fun but a little cleaner look.
Yeah, I like that. Cool.
So it's a nice mix overall.
And how much does this run then?
This is $250.
$250. Okay, so same as before.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's move on.
This is the CTM Ultra. This is the non-carbon plated version of the Ultra series, which has been a favorite for everybody. We've got David Laney over here, who's been wearing this for all ultra distance races. He got third at the Ultravasan in Sweden, wearing this non-carbon plated version. So it's a testament to what you just talked about. Great crossover shoe. Works well on-road, off-road. And that UD foam, you can really feel it under the foot with the non-carbon plated version. This is the Lumen variation, 360 degrees of reflectivity, and matches up really nicely with the apparel collection in the Lumen area. So CTM Ultra, some newness for the season. It has all the updates that we talked about for the carbon plated version.
Great. All right. And now moving on to this road shoe right here. Let's talk about this guy.
All right. So this is the Pro Endure Distance. Brand new. You're going to see these are new colorways. In Q2, you're going to have a colorway dropping here. This is a specially developed foam. It's called PX foam.
I mean, it feels very similar to P-Backs or People foam. So
it's in the same. It's an elastomer, so it's a TPE, and it fits into that category. We developed this specially. We think it's a little snappier than P-Backs, to be perfectly honest with you. So we'd be curious to have you test it and see if you agree.
Stoked to try it.
The lab results have been really good, and I've got them on foot just standing all day, and you just get this kind of electric feeling under your foot.
Yeah, cool.
So it's very lightweight. It's a one-piece engineered upper. You've got a 3D print that gives a little bit of structure, but other than that, it's very minimal.
Yeah, pretty simple shoe all around. Yeah. What's the weight on this one?
We're getting down to about 225 grams, I believe, in a men's size 9. So it is pretty lightweight. It's not best in class lightweight, but you really feel that.
For a daily trainer type shoe, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. And it looks like you have a nice outsole coverage here as well with the rubber.
Yeah, we got as much coverage as we could while removing a bit here to get that weight down. And so this is more of a purely road running shoe compared to our Ultra series. You don't see any of the traction elements.
Right.
But we're just excited about this PX foam and to get it on people's feet because it feels real special.
I'm excited to try it out. Now, when does this, remind me again, when does this come out?
So our first variations are slated for Q2.
Okay.
So they're coming pretty soon.
All right. And what's the price point on this?
150, maybe 150 in euros. I have to double check, but it's that 140, 150 area.
I like that range for a Pebax style, Pebax family feel.
Right. We wanted it to be the most accessible shoe in the range, and it was slated to come out in SS22, but we weren't getting the results that we wanted. We had to go back to the lab and retune the foam again, and you know, we're a small brand. The brand has always stood for high quality, and we want to make sure we have something special to offer at every price point we come, and that's why the slight delay.
Yeah, that's exciting. All right, well, hopefully we'll get this in a couple months, get to try it out, so that'll be cool. Anything else you want to show me right now? Yeah, I think
I would like to show you one thing on the trail side.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm loving the look of this trail stuff. Oh, dude, those are some aggressive lugs. Holy crap. Love it. All right, let's go. By the way, this design's phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is the CTM Ultra Carbon Trail. So everything that we talked about. I actually have the plate here so we can talk about it.
Okay.
So everything that we talked about with the Ultra series is in here. So this is the plate that we just talked about.
Right.
It really lends itself to trail running because of its versatility. So you get that snap and that feel, but it activates at angles very, very well.
Okay.
So that's what's inside.
Is that a full carbon fiber plate?
Yes, it is. Full carbon fiber. And you can see how these things piece together. And the last part of that is the Ultra Rebound insole. This is a PU EVA mix. The EVA in between the PU gives and allows the PU to collide with each other, and it just has this wonderful snappy feel on top. So that's what's inside of this.
And then can you explain the layer or what's in the case? Go ahead. Yeah, that's where you're going to next.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the UD foam that we talked about that has the superpower of being very durable over time.
Sure.
So great soft feel, great rebound, and what we think is best in class durability.
Cool. And you got this, the uppers seems like a mono mesh style upper with some like more overlay, a little bit of like structural support around here.
That's right. This is a special mix. It's a nylon with a special blend, so it feels a little soft, but it's got that durability of a nylon and washability.
For sure.
And that graphic on the top comes from the Craft Trail logo.
Okay.
So it looks a little bit like stained glass breaking with some speed, but it is actually a play on the Craft Trail logo.
Very cool. Yeah, and tell me more about this Beaver Outsole here, because has to be some of the more aggressive lugs I've seen out there.
We worked with a team in Italy to develop this, and so it's a 6mm lug. So it's very deep.
Not going to collect a lot of mud in here. Enough self-cleaning action.
It sure won't. And one thing that's going to be different in the production version, we've slightly offset these lugs to improve the traction with loose gravel, so it doesn't allow any gravel to go through. So we've got great results with loose gravel mud. It's a beast. Yeah, and that's a Mega Grip that's in it, so we all know what that does on wet surfaces.
Can't go wrong with some good Mega Grip.
That's right.
What's the weight on this? It's pretty built up shoe. A lot of rubber.
It is. It's certainly not a lightweight shoe. It's much more of a technical shoe. So we're up in that above 300 grams. With that.
And that's like for men's size 9, U.S. men's 9.
Exactly.
Great. That's exciting. I mean, this is it's definitely a beast of a shoe. It looks really awesome. I love it. Let's talk about this guy.
So that's season 2. So SS22, there's 4 colorways, and this is the new colorway for that.
And do you have a price point on this yet?
I believe that it's at $260 US.
Okay, gotcha. Right on. Okay.
We can double check with Amy on that, but it's that's the most expensive shoe in the range. It's got more in it than anything else that we have.
All right, let's move on.
Cool. So the exciting new addition to the collection is the CTM Ultra Trail. This has got no carbon fiber plate in it, but it's got the UD foam.
Okay.
It's a specially designed outsole compound that we have not named yet. It's a high carbon content outsole.
This is developed by you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. What you'll see in future seasons is as we tune that where we want it, we're going to name it and trademark it. But for right now, just know that it's a very good compound on wet surfaces, and the lug configuration is it's working very well for different types of surfaces.
And you said it's a carbon infused compound, so you're looking for more of like, you get that traction on wet surfaces but more durability over the long haul.
That's definitely the idea. Rubber is difficult in that sense. Like the softer it is, the more grippy it is, and the less durable.
How do you balance the two things?
That's what we're trying to get. Everybody's in the same game of trying to find that. We feel like we found a great sweet spot.
Okay, that's exciting.
With that compound. This also has a rock plate in it.
Okay.
It's made of ESS. So basically the rock plate fits into this zone right here.
Okay.
It's going to help protect the midfoot, obviously for going over difficult terrain. But if you try to twist that shoe, it also gives it a little stiffer than the non-carbon plated
rigidity
version.
There, yeah.
Exactly, a little bit more rigidity. That's a TPU mesh.
I gotta say, this mesh feels really nice.
It's nice and soft, but it's super strong because of the TPU yarn that's woven in.
Sure. Okay. Cool. You got toe protection up here with the bumper, a little more structure back here in the heel counter.
Yep.
Nice.
And that heel counter is going to stiffen up even a little bit more than that.
Okay.
The stability of this shoe is great because of the wall height.
Yeah.
So we're at about 35 millimeters inside, but that's 55 on the outside.
So you're going down around here.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Sinking into that foam creates pretty good stability.
Yeah, I can see that. Sweet. And then when is this release again?
That's autumn winter 22.
Autumn 22. And price point on this one?
That should be right at the same as the CTM Ultra, so that's 170, 165.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, that sounds
cool. Nice. So you got a little bit of a wide range of price points and different styles for people to choose from.
Yeah, I mean we're now, it's been 4 years in the making with this collection, and very slowly getting after it, partnering with Tommy Ribs and partnering with David Laney and building the team of athletes to help us.
Yeah.
And we're in a place where we're price ranges from about 270 to 150, trail, some speed hiking, road running, carbon plated, and so we've kind of hit critical mass with the range, and it's an exciting time. The response to the collection has been great, and we feel confident.
I mean, it's exciting, especially partnerships with Tommy and some other athletes, and seeing people get excited about it. Obviously, like if you know about craft, you know that like their apparel and everything's like top notch, high quality. So it's cool to see guys getting after it and coming out with some new stuff that looks pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. We'll catch up with some of the other shoes around here.
All right, cool, man.
All right, thanks.